In this video, we're gonna be modeling some really awesome hard surface shape. Let's go. Look, modeling is important, I know, but so is everything else in the design process. In our free Hard Surface Jumpstart course, you will not only feel more comfortable with hard surface modeling, but also confident with rendering and excited about your new game-changing portfolio. Link is in the video description. Let's get started. Hi guys, Ryuu here from Blender Bros and welcome to another modeling video. So we're gonna be experimenting. I don't have really any specific plan for this, I'm just riffing. So I don't really know what I want yet. I'm just gonna know what I want when I get there. So I'll let you know, yeah? I'll send you an email. Okay, let's add the cylinder here and let's make it a bit more dense because we're gonna be dancing with, you know, bevels and shit. So I want to be more dense. And let's maybe make it actually, yeah, let's make it, in fact, you know, we could move it just in here like that. I think it's gonna be cool. And let's just switch this back here to global, SX, there we go, sharpen. And I think we need to make it a little bit larger, just a little bit. Kind of like that, maybe. So it's slightly larger than the original shape. Cool, mirror here, and we need one more of those here in the middle, like this, and we want it to be bigger. So maybe something like that. Scale it down here. Let's see that. Okay, let's grab all of them, and actually here we can visual to mesh. So like that, Control J and sharpen, and then booleans and union. Now before we union them up, we do need some edges here and also some edges here, right? And then we can apply this and, you know, Alt X to the other side. So here we're gonna run a bevel like this, okay? And let me think. Yeah, this should do an Alt X to the bottom and to the left. And I think we should be fine. Okay. And let's just run also loops here like that. Okay. Cool. And then we can, you know, combine this. So sharpen and then Alt X to the other side and we're good to go. Cool. So now click, Alt click. We need to do some cleaning, okay? So here we're gonna go with Boolean cleanup, and let's clean this up. Move your mouse up. There we go. And then we want to create a bevel here, but since we have bevel here, it's gonna be difficult. So let's go with offset cut. Now with offset cut, you don't see that. Go ahead and enable it in experimental features in Mesh Machine. Click, Alt click here, and then Y and Boolean cleanup. Let's just clean it up really nicely. There we go. And you got this really cool, almost impossible bevel running. Click, Alt click here, Boolean cleanup. Let's connect the smaller ones in the bottom. Here we could just chamfer this, right, like that. Alt X, grab these two faces, okay, let's inset them a little bit, like this. Then delete them, okay, so delete faces. And then click, Alt click, and Shift Alt click, and 2 with Machine Tools, Smart Edge. Click, Alt click here, and chamfer. Now this one could be deeper. Now here on this side, what we can do is we can remove this one. So dissolve it. Control B here. Let's see. That's actually pretty cool. And we could run the same idea here. So scale this. Now this could be thinner. Or actually maybe thicker, it's gonna be stronger in terms of structure and, you know, kind of visual impact. Combine these here with bridge, Alt X, and then we need to run, you know, we need to run a chamfer here. And this one could be deeper as well, why not? So now, you know, I want some fun in the middle here, yeah, so let's just slice this and see what we can do here. So let's just slice it like that. Now to cut in orthographic view, you need to have this view in ortho enabled. Go watch my Master of Box Cutter in a few minutes. It's gonna teach you all these tricks. Also cavity is gone. insanity. So here, let's run a cut like that, B, to bevel it, right? And let's go with 14 verts and space, okay? How we looking? We're looking interesting. We're looking interesting. Now, before we do anything, we need to run stuff in here. So click out, click on this one, and then Y, and let's go with offset cut. We need to make this a bit smaller. It's a bit too big, right? So a bit smaller. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna increase the factor, also turn off optimization, and maybe turn on smoothing. And this should work for us very nicely here, okay? So bevel here, this is gonna be pretty crazy. And we need 2 more in here, okay? So we need 2 more bevels here and here. Let's run the bevels. So then what I can do, I can run a bevel in here, you see? I'll take to this side, I'll take to this side, and then also don't forget to save because, you know, reasons, right? That's important. And let's just apply this. So operations and smart apply. Actually, before we apply this, right, we have a fantastic chance here to create some additional shapes here in the middle. So why don't we just do that? So here, what we could do is run an edge here, split it like this, right? Then grab this face, insert it, and extrude it, okay? Here in the middle, that's good. Let's just scale this a little bit like that. There we go. And then now we can mirror to the other side. How are we looking? We're looking pretty good. So let's apply this, right? Run a bevel here, and then run a chamfer here. So run the chamfer like this, peachy, and then let's just mirror to the other side. Cool, and then we can run a bevel here. So click, alt click, and then click on the loop select, so you're gonna select just the loop, and then we're gonna go ahead with one more offset cut. It's probably gonna be a disaster, but let's see. Actually, it's not too bad. And let's just, you know, let's just bevel this. Right, you can have bevel or you can have chamfer. Chamfer could be actually quite interesting. Kind of audacious in here. You see what I mean? Like almost impossible shape going through this. I set weighted normals to flex this, and just alt X to the other side. Now here in the middle we have some interesting stuff. So here what we could do is, for example, grab this, right? Now we got some problem here with the mirror, so let's fix it, J. Okay, and then alt X to the other side. There we go. We can remove these double edges here because they're gonna cause some problems with shading. So, you know, dissolve, and then alt X. Did I remove something I shouldn't be removing? No, we're fine. And then we can grab this, and also we got problem here too. So let's just fix that. J, and these are connected. Hang on. Grab this one and this one, and dissolve edges. There we go. Alt X, and you know this edge should be running here technically, so we could just connect this here with J, and then down here with J. You could clean this up here a little bit, you know. I mean, we probably this one shouldn't be here, so dissolve edge, okay. And Alt X to the other side, right? Cool. So now we should be fine. So one more time, connect this and connect. Turn off box cutter because it's gonna annoy you. Connect this one. Now we can select this one, right? And then, you know, shift curve extract like this, okay? And we're going to apply this, and we're going to grab this edge and Alt S and make it thinner, okay? Here. And same with this one, alright? So Alt S and sort of thin it out a bit. Cool. And then we're going to make it larger, also Shift S into geometry, drop it down, and cut it difference, okay? And you're gonna get this interesting shape. Now, this will make 0 sense if this is not connected, but what we can do, right? We can recover this cutter, have a scroll, and then we can grab a regular cutter. So, you know, just a box like this, and we could slice it in here, okay? And hold Shift and click, right? And then since cursor is in here, we can go to In fact, let's just make it even more fun. So let's expand this here on X. So it's going to be kind of, you know, sort of following this angle here. This could be a little bit more narrow. So SX. Yeah, see what I mean? Kind of follow this angle a little bit wider. I'm just eyeballing, yeah. And then go to Mesh Tools and Control, click on Radial. Now let's just scroll it to maybe 5. Okay, so you're gonna get this. Actually 3 will be better, I think. 3 maybe is better, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty freaking cool. Awesome. And here we could have a bit of a lip, you know. So let me show you. So let me just recover this cutter here, and I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, so Shift D, duplicate it, go to local, and I'm going to remove the original boolean. Okay, this one, right? Remove this, and then I'm going to scale this in, right, and scale this down like this, and I'm going to union this. So booleans and union, but I'm going to cut it through. All right, so grab a cutter and cut it in here like this. Okay, see that? That's pretty dope. No, so let's recover the cutter and cutter's cutter, right? And just make it wider. I mean, taller. So this rim's gonna be shallower, which is gonna be pretty awesome. I think a bit more. So just make it really, you know, like kind of a, yeah, like that. That's really cool. Our cavity is gone again. So there you go. And we can sharpen this, right? Awesome. And this is a pretty awesome shape. Now here we could have some, you know, some screws. I mean the threads, that's the one. We could have some threads here. So let's just bevel this, right? Or actually, you know what? Let's apply this. We do need to bevel it a little bit, but we can actually bevel it like this, okay, or chamfer it even. There we go, and alt text here. And we're going to mirror to the other side, and then grab all this inside here and right click. You need to enable thread under machine tools for this option to work. And this one for some reason didn't work. Interesting. Let me see. Select this again, right click and thread. There we go. And you know, create some threads here. Boom. Right, and then we can still Shift S and 2 select it, and we can use cutters here as well to kind of follow the theme, if you know what I mean. So Shift and slice it, and then Mesh Tools and Radial Array. And we could have also 3. I think 3 just looks so nice. It's not over detailed because these elements gonna pull attention as well. You could add a little bit of a bevel here, right? Just don't overdo it because you're gonna you're gonna mess up the thread. Okay, so don't overdo your bevels here, right? And weighted normals. Okay, cool. We could have actually threads here too, you know. So curve extract inside here and sharpen, and then Shift S to geometry, scale it in a little bit. Scale it like that, and then let's grab this, create a loop here, Control B, and then Alt and macro to expand it. Then we're gonna have this kind of a shape, which is interesting, and then we can run thread here in the middle. So machine tools and thread, and I think we're gonna be good. This is a little bit dense, so let's just go easy on that. Yeah, there you go. So you can actually see that, and you know, mirror to the bottom, right? And everyone is happy. This main shape doesn't have a bevel, but it's not a problem. We can just run the bevel here. I'll make this bevel small, and I'll tell you why. This is a metal piece. You want this bevel to be really small, right? You don't want it to be too thick, because you want this appear as a kind of like a machined piece, you know. Here we're gonna have some cuts as well, to be honest. So watch this. Alt Z to see through, and we're going to run a cutter here like that, and I'm going to press B to bevel it just to make it more fun and space. Okay, now this is gonna go through the whole shape, right? But what we can do is recover the cutter, and you can slice it from we can slice it here, and we can slice it here. Is it enough? I'm just curious. Let's see. Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. We could just expand it out here. So, you know, do this and then Control A, apply scale, and move it outside, right? Here, like this. It's gonna be really thin here though. So maybe out here, how this is gonna look. This is quite interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Here, this bevel will not work because the angle doesn't catch, so we need to hop it a bit by going angle and weight, and this should fix our problem. If it doesn't, it means we are missing some sharp edges here. There we go. And of course, we're gonna have to clean this sheeting here a little bit because it's a bit terrible. So click, alt click, and we're gonna have to boolean clean up this in here a little bit, right? So do something like that. And the sheeting's gonna fall in line, you see? Same here, if you wanna fix this, click, alt click here. Y, boolean clean up, and just, you know, clean it up like that. It should improve. If it doesn't, move the other ones. So boolean clean up, switch to the bottom. Let me see that. There we go, that's better. Alt X and Alt X. Now, if you have too much geometry, what you can do is go here and, you know, mesh tools and clean mesh. With hard ups, it will remove a lot of geometry, okay? A lot, right? Which most likely is unnecessary in a lot of areas, but sometimes it removes stuff that you need. So be careful because it could affect the sheeting, right? Alright guys, I think this looks pretty cool. Now what I'm gonna do at the end is I'm going to drop like a massive bolt here in the middle. So I'm gonna do it with kit-ups and Master Xeon free inserts for kit-ups. All the links to add-ons are in the video description, so if you need any add-ons I'm using, go there and find it. Add insert, and we're gonna drop it in here, and then Shift S and to origin, to cursor, drop it down. I want to actually make this smaller. Yeah, this is not gonna work because it just doesn't fit the thread. Okay, fuck it. Let's just grab a cylinder and do it properly. Okay, so let's do it like that. You know, here and right. Sharpen, and we're going to grab this and right click and thread. And of course we need to pump it up a little bit because reasons, right? There we go. And let's insert this, right? ES, something like this. Let's just scale it. There we go. And that's some bevel here. Now bevel in this situation, because this is a lot of geometry, what you could do technically, you could edit with a matte, so you know, you don't have to worry too much. Here let's just insert it, and you got yourself a cool model, looking interesting. Cool. So now this one needs to be mirrored to the other side because, you know, reasons, right? So there you go. Here we could have cuts, so we could grab this kind of a cutter, press K for knife and just slice it. I think I'm gonna turn off bevels here as well, so in viewport, because its blender is slowing down. Here when you go to edit mode, you're gonna have this selection ready for you, so if you're not, then we need to select it. So select this here. We will need to select all these, right, manually. I would just actually press F here just to remove all this junk, and we don't really need that, so dissolve. I just click here and then click on this entire loop, and we're gonna mirror to the bottom. So Q and Alt and macro, and we could actually insert it a little bit here, or outside it, even better, maybe like this, right? And then we can chamfer this one here and sharpen, and then, you know, mirror Press A to add another mirror, hold shift and mirror to all sides, okay? And this is pretty cool. And on top of that, what we could do, you know, in fact, this is a bit long. I think I'm gonna make it a bit shorter. So, quite frankly, we could just squash this and, you know, do something like this. Or make it longer and just cut it, because we're not gonna be seeing the bottom anyway. So cut and just get rid of this. Cool. And here, you know, we could have another cut here in the middle, going like that. There we go. And just, you know, mirror this cut to the other side. And I think we're done, yeah? So, you know, that's complicated enough, I think. And there you go. That's a, you know, pretty crazy shape. And now what I want to show you is actually something that we are working on with a few people. Very talented texture artist and also Proxy from Team C, who are going to be coding it. We are making our own Blender Bros texture add-on. And it's going to be freaking amazing. So we already have quite a few mods. So I'm going to show you quite a few of them. Don't know how many gonna be in total, but you know, slowly working on them add-on and also getting some really cool mods. We want mods that we cannot find on the internet, you know, mods that no one is making, but we want them, you know, something that we want to use in every single project because we think it just looks good. So we're gonna drop aluminum here, or then we can drop this bumpy floor here to have some background, and this could also be aluminum, and this one could be this basic metal. Cool. And these rings here could be well, we could technically use this, I know, this original plastic. Why not? Oh, actually, yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's see how it's gonna look. Maybe it's too dark, you know. Let's just use aluminum as well. So copy that here and boom. By the way, if you're wondering how I'm using this, it's very simple. I'm just using asset library. If you want, I can make a video on that to show how to do it. It's really easy, okay? So there you go, guys. This is, you know, this is our model. I can collapse it now. Looks really cool. Now we could have some, you know, could have some decals here. So let me just save it before shit crashes. Let's just turn on box cutter and D, and let's see, legendary decals because reasons, right? Okay, one more time, legendary decal. Let's just offset it actually. So here, like that, and then project it, right? And then let's grab that and Q and mesh tools and radial array and 3 of them. Okay, cool. Here we could have, could actually have something different this time because, you know, why not? It's Wednesday after all, so maybe Tuesday, I don't know. Let's just grab that, project it, and, you know, mirror. There we go. That's pretty cool. We could have some number here, whatnot, right? So modular. There we go. That's gonna do. Put it somewhere here, and here we could have, you know, some, I don't know, the valve thing. That was good actually. And move it somewhere here to the corner. Boom, and project, and here we could have some clips inside. So maybe legendary again, because this thing is so good. You know, put one here and project it, mirror to the other side. Boom, done. And like I said, we could have a trim sheet here. I don't know if it's gonna be causing us problems. So let's go to shader, not to shader. Let's go to asset library and let's go to user library and BSDF. And we're going to grab this and add a new mod here, charcoal mod. Okay, so we're gonna go with this one. Let me see, charcoal mod. We don't see it in here. Okay, cool. So let me just grab a sphere, move it in here, drop this mod on the sphere. There we go. And then we can assign it here, charcoal mod. Boom, assign. Then we can delete this, and it's almost the same color, and then D, and let's just run the trim sheet here. So alt click. Still too much going on. That's a bit too simple. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. And just, you know, alt X to the other side. Right, peachy. Cool. So that looks good. And we could also have something here in the corner. Some, you know, some stickers or whatnot. This will do. Let's go to side view and move the cursor here. Rotate this decal on the cursor, right? And then Shift DR, hold Control. So you can flip it to this side here, and then, you know, let's project it. So project this one and project this one. Select them both. And Alt X and mirror to the other side. How we looking? Yeah, we're looking pretty good. So that's how it looks like after I finish editing. Easy peasy. If you want to learn how to edit stuff in Photoshop, I have tons of videos with editing, so you can, you know, go ahead and watch these. We also have a fantastic course at Rendering University, which will teach you how to render, how to set lightings, and how to post-process images and composite them in Blender and Photoshop. So it's a really cool course. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.